All right, I believe we're recording. Hi, I'm Conley with Vision Board Amplify, and I'm so excited to do an interview today with one of my good friends who used to be local, Carmen Mendoza. And Carmen moved to the 29 Palms area. Was it a year ago, Carmen?
Yeah, it was a year. January the 29th was a year.
Okay, so we
on the day that the town's name, yeah.
Yeah, we just had a year. So Carmen has been doing vision boards for years. She's been doing workshops. She was a leader in the community, and we all loved her and we miss her now that she's gone. But she's got some exciting stuff that she's doing in 29 Palms, and she's giving some of us a reason to come out and visit her. And one of the things she's going to do is a vision board workshop. And so she's going to come on and tell us a little bit about what she's got going. And go ahead, take it away, Carmen.
Oh gosh, Vicki, thank you so much. Really, thank you so much for this opportunity, because I miss you guys. And if I could learn how to bilocate, I'd be in both places, because they're both, so to my heart, and I'm missing the snow. So you guys stay safe out there in that snow and stuff. And I love where I am. The 29 is also Joshua Tree National Park, Yucca Valley, and it's all in an area called the Morongo Basin, which is part of the Mojave Desert. And there's something real magical about the desert, just as there is with the Rocky Mountains when people look at them. So, just two different environments that help fill us up. So let me tell you about the women's retreat that I'm doing with a coach, and then I'll go into the vision boards, because it's kind of all a part of it. It's called Lost in the Desert Retreat for Women, and there's only for 10 women, and it's May 5th through the 9th. And we've got this incredible Airbnb. There's tons of Airbnbs out here, and this one is in a compound with a big dome where we'll meet, and a couple of people can sleep in the dome. There's also 4 cute little trailers that have been retrofitted for cute little getaways, and everybody will have their own bed, and there's a swimming pool and a jacuzzi, and we're going to have an astronomer come out, and we're going to do stargazing. There'll be drumming around the fire pit. We're also taking a meditative hike up into Joshua Tree National Park with my brother, who knows that park like the back of his hand, and as well as the definite meat of the retreat is 2 things. One is working with Dr. Joan, the late Dr. Joan King's work. You knew Joan.
Yeah.
Her second book of 3 that she wrote before she passed, Cellular Wisdom and Inner Workbook for Women, which is really looking at stuff we need to let go of, like, why me? Why am I too emotional? Am I too emotional? And I can't until the kids grow up, or I get this degree, and all of that stuff. And the second piece that's the meat of it is this retreat is really for women who are burned out and they need to take a break. So there's going to be several hours every day for just napping, soaking in the
so important.
Floating in the pool and looking up at the stars if you want at night, and you can see the horizon 360. So it's going to be good. Everything's included, 3 meals. We have a cook. Everything's included for $1,800. You just need to get your butt out here and sign up soon, because 10 women, and it's going to go quick. So there's that, and then a lot of the stuff we're doing is really tied in with like vision boards and things like that. And I have a couple, so I'll just let you ask questions and then I'll go.
Yeah. Okay. So how many years have you been doing the vision board?
I've done several vision board workshops, and I've done vision boards myself off and on. And then there are ones that I have carried into the years. And, when I moved last year, I moved from a 3-story townhome, 2-car garage down to 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. And I purged probably 2/3, if not more, of my house. And I can't find those big vision boards. Yeah, because what I did was in one of the workshops, I don't know if you can see this, but I based the workshops on these 10 areas, which I will read: career, money, health, personal growth, family and friends, significant other, fun and recreation, spiritual, community service, physical environment. And then it was an all-day workshop where people then collaged in those spots.
Okay.
And then throughout the year, they could say where they wanted to put their focus for that day or that week and use it as a touchstone. And so I had a board that was really big, and I think it's still packed somewhere. And I used it over the years because it was a continuous type of working thing. But what I did one time, and this was a workshop, and it took me a while to find this guy. I thought he got lost because I purged a lot of things and had it recycled. But this is actually a book that I went down to the art supply store that's downtown, Fort Collins.
Yeah.
And this has 100 pages, I think. So what I did was every 10 pages was one of these sections: money, health, personal growth. And
I love that.
And then I just turned to this one. So this one has to do with spiritual. Okay. And when it gets that thick, you can actually set it up. So you can just then
open it to a page, the page of the day.
Yeah, and I was looking through it once when I had a boyfriend that was very much in the Celtic culture, and I was looking through it, and it blew me away because this is one of the pictures I put and didn't even remember. And, you know, he was wearing a kilt, and then here's the Aran Islands that I actually stood there and have a picture of that. So, you know.
Great. So you then after you had put that on your vision board, right?
Yes, after. And then this book is probably 10 years old. And so this now I look like this, see? And that's not even me. So,
the power of a vision board.
Right. So you can prop up. This was fun and recreation, this particular section. And so, and you can add to it because there's some blank pages and stuff. So that was like a book, and it took a while to put this one together.
What a great idea.
Yeah, based off of the balance wheel. And then I do a lot of processes with that. So people would really, it's not just cutting out pictures and slapping it on a board.
Right. Yeah. So you've been doing it so long that you probably don't even remember how many years you've been doing it.
I would say probably at least 15. I will tell you, I did one, so I do know of a year. This one is 6 years old. And I was heading to Hawaii for a week-long retreat with Alan Cohen, who wrote The Dragon Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And he's a student of Joseph Campbell. And so we were in a week-long retreat on the more isolated side of Maui. And I'd never been to Hawaii, and it was calling to me. And so before I knew what was really going to take place, I took from the flyer of the workshop, you know, and then I just did a small board. As you can see, it fits in this frame. And I just put things on it that I thought I would be experiencing. And I got back and I started looking at it, and I went, yeah, I did this, I did that. Oh my gosh, yes, there was meditation. There was a kahuna that came and did a ceremony for us. There, you know, and it was really cool to come back and look at what had gotten manifested.
Yeah.
So this was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And then, so I will do vision boards that are themes. This is the one for my book, Road to Soul.
Okay. Yep, I've read that book.
Thank you. And, you know,
and I highly recommend it. Actually, just telling somebody about it last night.
Yeah, it takes place, the backdrop is this desert, but it's a really good, you know, no-brainer read. It's a good, you know, downtime, take a break read.
Yeah.
And I've had people tell me a couple of the stories should be made into movies. So I just put down Hollywood and the movie, you know, Road to Soul, the movie. And, you know, what's interesting is I've sold more books having moved out here than when I was up there.
Are you doing book signings at local bookstores?
Yeah, I've got them in several books. I've got Road to Soul in several bookstores, and I also am working with an artist who has Project Shiva, and she is has a doctorate, and I don't know in what field, but she does women's studies and women's spirituality. And I suggested to her that she do some music and I do some reading from this fiction and kind of blend it. So we're talking about that. So
Yeah.
it's being very creative.
Yeah, do your own YouTube video and,
Yeah,
viral,
yeah,
Get beating your door down. You'll have to do a retreat once a month so that you can
right.
yeah. So they can get your book on Amazon, right?
They can get it on Amazon through Kindle or hardback, or paperback rather.
Yeah.
Paperback.
Yeah.
Or if they want it personally signed, they can get it from me. It costs a little bit more for the shipping, but yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And you know what? Both of us are local. We'll share this interview on my wall if you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because there might be some local people out there that they'll say, "Oh, I remember Carmen," and they can book. It's great. It's like a compilation of short stories, but I'm not going to give away any secrets. They all kind of tie together in the end. Ooh, I just gave myself goosebumps.
Yeah, they do. And they did it on their own. I mean, I would get this vision, I would get this view in my head, and then I would quickly write it down so I didn't forget it. And I've got 4 more stories that one is complete, one is almost complete, and the other 2 are kind of being written. I just wait until it moves me. So it's not, and I already have a editor and publisher out here that had a magazine at one time called The Sunrunner. So yeah. And so what I do with vision boards is, if there's a big project that I'm wanting, and I want to step out of the typical way of being, a good way to open up the channels, so to speak, to allow creativity and new thinking and processes to come in, is to do a vision board around that project or around a particular issue, and just allow for it to show up and see what happens. And it I think taps into a deeper level of ourselves and into the wisdom of us in being able to give an answer then to the surface.
I like that, because I get a lot of projects going in my head, and you tend to forget the details that come. And I like that if you can put a picture of it on a vision board, and see if you can manifest that. Yeah, you know what? This is crazy. Like, I'm looking at my questions, and everyone I'm getting ready to ask, you're like answering it before I ask it.
Oh, and I can't even see them. Yeah.
I know. Well, I was gonna ask. And you kind of started it, so we'll continue with it here. Like, if you were going to give someone that has never done a vision board before, like, your top 2 or 3 steps to getting started, and one of them you just kind of went over, but
if somebody who's never done a vision board before, my professional coaching kicks in. I've got a PCC with ICF, International Coach Federation, and I went through training and all this stuff. So professional life, holistic life coach. So the first thing I would do with someone is, what is pulling you to do a vision board? So kind of really flesh that out to the surface as, what's their goal? What are they wanting to accomplish? What are they focusing on? And then through that, seeing if it's a should or if it's a desire. Because if it's a should, it's not going to work. If it's a desire, then you've got something to work with. And then the second thing is just get a folder so they don't fall off on the side. And just start noticing at the doctor's office, at the grocery store, walk through the magazine section, see what catches your eye. Pictures also on the internet, and that you can download and look at, that are resonating with you. Sometimes you may not know why, but grab them because you may or may not use them at that point, but maybe down the road. And then when you get the opportunity, and you can put it in a book or you can put it on a poster board and frame it, start laying them out. And you can also do virtual ones where you can shift them around and everything. And it's the same way, but there's this thing about tactile, being able to touch it, being able to cut. So we're working with our left and our right side of our brain. And what I've done with people who have finished their boards is take a picture. put it as the cover for your phone. Take pictures and put it as, you know, on the bathroom. Yes, yes.
I just did that the other day. Yes, I just did it. I don't remember if it was you I was talking to. I was talking to someone and I was showing them my 2019 board because I haven't finished it yet. And so I didn't have it anywhere where I could see it. And so now I've brought it downstairs. It's in my living room. I've got it on my phone. I'm still dealing with my 2018 board because I made my book out of my 2018 board. So I still,
see, and that's good, Vicki, because you don't want to push it. You don't want to a should or a stress or I've got to get this done.
right.
So when we've done a vision board workshops, I let people know that there's no way we're going to finish. You know, at that point. So depending on who the people are, I'll do anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks out, so that they do have that time frame to be able to then get it complete, and then have them come back and do what is called show and tell. And I have strawberries and champagne. So we do, you know, and that's part of the cost, you know, of the whole workshop. So it's a two-parter. And the last time I did it up there, there were some folks that came in from Cheyenne, and this one person said, I have been working on this. It wasn't a problem, it wasn't an issue, but it was kind of a barrier in work that they were trying to have a solution to for quite a while. And so that part of because we were doing the balance wheel, so that part of work, they really worked on that in there, and within those weeks, actually within a couple of weeks, it solved itself, and they were blown away. And I said, well, because you tapped into that source that allowed for things to occur. So it was just really interesting to see how things have manifested with people. You know, because it's gone from the subconscious to the surface, and then it goes to the subconscious, and it's still, you know, still working out there. And then you, like the guys in the kilts, you know, and I'm like, what? I don't remember. Oh yes. You know, the relationship didn't work out, but what the heck? It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, you know, there's something to that woo-woo stuff, you know?
Well, as Joan said, and you and I both know her, and I've talked about it, she said, everything is energy. Yeah. Everything is energy. And with me doing the harmonic light frequencies and doing more study with the frequencies, everything has a vibration. You know, what we see that looks solid has a very low, slow vibration. That's us, and you know, our furniture and our computers that we're looking at, all the way up to the wind that we can't see, you know, real high vibration. And we can tap into that. And that's one of the things vision boards do.
Yeah. I love that. And like I haven't attempted to do a vision board workshop here at my house yet. I had plans to, and then it became February, and then now it's March, and it's like, oh, it's not, you know, it's more of a beginning of the year thing, but it's not a beginning of the year thing. I can do a project vision board. I've got my little, I just showed you earlier, I've got my little notes, you know, on my next project that I'm planning out. I'm going to start putting pictures to it.
Absolutely, because I will do, if I'm going to do a yearly vision board, I would have done 2019 in October, and or in February, because people are so busy and they're doing New Year's resolutions, which I absolutely don't believe in. I believe in really themes, you know, and then if that theme fits, you know, you can always use it as a touchstone for saying yes or no to something if somebody requests you to do something. It keeps you on track. And so a vision board done anytime, either on a project or for the year, because on your birthday, that's a new year.
Yeah.
Do one on your birthday. Do one on a project. Yeah.
Well, and all like on, you know, my husband passed away, and on the day of the anniversary.
Yes, which was just recently.
That is my journal day. You know, I'll just get some essential oils going. I'll just, it's quiet, it's peaceful in the house. And I'll spend the day, I'll listen to Abraham Hicks on, YouTube videos, and I'll just spend the day journaling, and I'll do some business planning while I'm there too. I'll make notes on, okay, what was I doing a year ago at this time? Doing any of those things? Are they still a piece of what I'm doing, or are they gone? And that helps me when I'm making my New Year's list, looking at it, and it's like, okay, what's going to be gone in a month or two? What do I want to devote the most time to? So that's what I've been working on myself primarily this year. So,
that is really good, and it's honoring him. And what I would suggest also is do that on his birthday.
I do. Yep.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. His birthday's 4/20, and you all know the industry that I'm in.
Right, the business you're in, you're kind of busy on 4/20.
Yeah, I'm usually busy on 4/20, but I'm usually having fun. So, with my friends.
Good.
Fun with my friends.
That's an excellent thing, and it's a way to honor him being there, and you guys, your relationship, and it motivates you.
Yeah, and because I don't want to spend the day being sad and dwelling on him not being here. I mean, hell, he's here with me. I'm talking to him while I'm doing this, and so it works out. It works out well, and it's helped me. I know it's helped me move forward. Do you know Sue Fredericks?
Yes, she's out in Denver, and she in Boulder. Yeah.
Yep, she was in Boulder. They recently moved to Arizona for health. For her husband.
Yeah, because I think she does numerology, doesn't she?
She does. Yeah, I am a hobbyist numerologist. I love it. But she taught a grief workshop that first summer that I attended up in Red Feather. Up at Shambhala. Shambhala, yes. Mm-hmm. I always want to call it Shambhala. That's what I would always sing on the way up there. But anyway, that's where I really discovered the therapeutic of journaling. She had, we spent like an hour writing a letter to our deceased loved one.
Powerful.
And I do that once or twice a year. I'll do that. So it still is to this day. Yeah. So
that's a good tool. Because it's a productive way.
Yeah. So, I love my vision boards. I love my journaling. So that was my project this year, was one of my projects. And this was like a therapeutical project for me. It's like, I love that I've got, people that are joining in and participating, but I just did it for myself. So
that's the best way. I think we do what we do because it benefits us too. It's not that we're selfish. It's just that there's that interest.
Yeah. And if anybody else gets anything out of it, it's a bonus.
Absolutely. Another thing, and I learned this last night because being a professional life coach, I have to have so many CCEUs every 3 years. And so I was on a metaphor training last night. It was the last of 4. And we were talking about, kind of like the psychology ink blots, and very like that in the pictures and the meaning. And I got the idea of going back to vision boards that you've done a while back and kind of look at them in a way of, okay, why did I put this picture? What does this mean now to me? What did palm trees. Well, I could take my computer and show you the palm tree that's in my front yard, except instead of water, there's desert, But it's another way to deepen that piece of being able to say, okay, why did I pick this picture? What meaning does it have now? Especially with vision boards that you've had, that you did 3, 4, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that fleshes out at a different level.
Yeah, I haven't found all of my vision boards yet because they're scattered in different places of the house, but I found a few of them. And one of them from, I think it was 2015, my business tagline is like on that board, and it's like, oh, that's where it came from. You know, like
Yeah.
for Hippie Do, I have a peaceful message in a noisy world. And there's a very similar message on that vision board. And it's like, okay, that's where I got it.
You know what also would be cool, because I'm looking at that big, you know, you got white space there on your walls, is to take all your vision boards and line them up chronologically and see how they have evolved.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that. Since I've only got one kid and no grandkids, it could be my pictures going up the wall.
Exactly, right. And see how, what's the common theme between all of them.
Yeah.
You know, and things like that. I mean, there's so much, and I think that's why they're powerful. And, you know, they were popular for a while and then they kind of went down. And I think now people are seeing the value of them, and they're coming to the surface.
Yeah. And what I did with my 2018 vision board by creating the journal book to go with it, I want to do that with all of my vision boards.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. It's I haven't started yet on any of the others, because I just began journaling in this one like probably a month or so ago. And I love it. It's like, oh, it's really made my vision board come to life. So, and that's why I'm still on 2018. But next time we'll go back to 2015 and I like that idea. Yeah.
Have you noticed how fast things are coming to fruition by doing vision boards?
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes opportunities and things are like coming way too fast. Like, oh,
yeah.
God, I can't keep up. So.
Yeah, the wonderful smorgasbord. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, it's been the last couple of days have been really busy, and I've been on the run, and you know, things have been happening. It's like, okay, I gotta stop. I can't forget to do this. And that's where I get into list mode and start making my list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But things are happening. So
that's good. That's
okay. So, well, hey, this has been great. I know we've extended our 15 minutes, but that's okay. Oh. We took our Q&A time at the same time. But thank you so much for doing this. And maybe in a few months we can touch base, and
absolutely
we'll check with you after your retreat and see how it went, and see when your next one is planned.
I greatly appreciate it. If anybody's interested, they can go to Facebook, and it's Cellular Wisdom for Women, and that's where all the information is to register and all of that. And I will be back in Fort Collins either June or July to do some leadership and teen bullying, anti-bullying works with a board that I'm with, and so we'll have to get together and go from there.
Yeah. I'm scheduled to be in Jamaica the first part of July, so
not sure when it is. They'll call me. Yeah.
Hopefully you're in town for a few weeks. It'll be good to catch up and see you again. And one of these days I'm gonna.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm to Vegas Saturday. I'm going to be in Vegas for 4 days, but I don't have any California trips planned this time.
I'm only 3 hours from Vegas, and I'm in my office where, I don't know if you can see, there's my pile on the little couch that folds out and makes a bed. So, and I hummingbird feeder right out that window, and hummingbirds just discovered it. It took them 1 day to discover it. And so you can lay in bed and watch the hummingbirds.
Awesome. I will have to take you up on that one of these days.
All right, Miss Vicki.
I'm sure you have tons of places to stay here, but mi casa, you casa, anytime.
Oh, gracias, mi amiga. Gracias. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right. Well, as soon as this is done, I'll post a link over on the group, and I'll go ahead and share it on my wall, and feel free to post a link to your events.
Yeah, and you can also, if you want to, you can link to my website, which is so easy. It's carmendoza.com. So the last letters of my first name are the first 3 letters of my last name, Carmen Mendoza. So carmendoza.com.
Carmendoza.com. I love it.
Easy. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. And we'll be seeing you soon.
Stay warm.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. All right, now I've got to find the stop video. There we go. End meeting.